There was a time when resources seemed endless. But in 2030, the great energy crisis began. With hardly any resources left on our world, global powers created the World Space Agency to look beyond the Earth for answers. The answer was found in helium-3, a powerful isotope discovered in abundance on the Moon. With it, humanity could satisfy its energy demand for decades to come. And so, in 2032, mankind colonized the Moon. Spearheaded by the Lunar Council, the WSA constructed several permanent settlements to harvest and process helium-3. The resulting energy was transferred to Earth through a revolutionary energy network, the Microwave Power Transmission, or MPT. For a time, all seemed well. Then, one fateful night in 2054, the lights went out. No energy. The MPT had gone offline, and communication with the lunar colonists was lost. Without earthly resources to launch a full-scale rescue mission to the Moon, the World Space Agency was shut down permanently in 2055. But a small group of former WSA colonists refused to accept humanity's bleak future. Determined to discover the colony's fate and to restore the MPT, they've been preparing their mission in an abandoned desert launch facility. Now, in 2059, they are ready to launch an astronaut to the Moon. What awaits is unknown and unforeseeable, but the mission is clear. Deliver us the Moon.
That just starts immediately. The moment you launch it, there's like cutscene. All right, today we're playing Deliver Us the Moon, Fortuna, Fortuna, not Fortuna. As requested by Patreon subscriber Studley. Let's just hop right in. Well, when you probably have subtitles on, yeah, because they just were on. I saw them. They were there. Resolution text block. What? Back. I don't know. Let's just start. We'll see how it works. My resolution options were text block and a number that is not my resolution that I can work on, and there was no other options. I don't know what to make of that menu. Do you really want to start a game? All progress, including astrological project, will be reset. I feel like more games need to acknowledge the fact that you don't have a save yet more often. There's so many. The first thing you see in most video games is a warning telling you that you better not start that game, and that's a weird feeling to have every time you start a game. This thing's following my mouse. Little eyeball. Hey, buddy.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPT blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecast of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees despite reports of resource shortages. The dust storm is expected to hit residential zones between the northern 49th and 50th latitude lines by late afternoon, and pass over the World Space Agency's former MPT ground station in the Adirau Desert. Authorities have imposed a mandatory evacuation of the impacted areas. For countries north of the equatorial desert, temperatures are expected to be a mild 46 degrees Celsius. This was Nicole Cage for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
This is one of those games where you like start pressing W now. Oh wait, I pressed Q. Now. Stop.
Ready to start the mission. Do you copy?
Start. Stop. There's like a rev up to your speed. It feels like I'm going through sludge. That's a trip. They made me sad. They're like, several governments have pledged support for refugees. I'm like, oh. I'm sad because in reality, people really don't take kindly to refugees. We'll see how it goes, because we may be heading towards a similar crisis in our future. And by maybe, I mean most likely. And it's going to test our world. And us. It's a big old launch sequence right there. Activate the ground launch sequencer.
Fortuna, are you there?
Getting dressed up, no big deal.
Ground control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact.
Oh. Oh, they just don't have a character model for my character outside of the suit. So now I'm in third person. Did I turn that off for a second there? Hey there. There's a lot going on there, huh? Alright. That R is read. Oh, right, for the languages. Okay. It said tab. WASA confirm contact enter? E click. Oh, there we go.
Contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Yeah, definitely gonna get there before the dust storm hits, or it will be exactly like the Martian, and we don't want that. We'll have to grow potatoes with our own poop. I feel like that's one of the details they really skimped on in the movie. Is just how much of his own poop he was having to work with all the time. What's the world look like outside?
There she is, the Taurus 5. It took us 4 years to get her ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
Shouldn't there be like more than one person with me then? I feel like this is not. I feel like I shouldn't be on a solo mission right now if it's so vital. Scan. MPT network dish. Created by Isaac Johansson. MPT transmitted power from the moon to the Earth through a network of satellite dishes. Since Isaac's disappearance during the 2054 blackout, Claire Johansson has studied her father's work closely in preparation for the Fortuna mission. I scratched the Martian, now I'm thinking of Interstellar. You got a sprint? There we go. Being a little slow to start and stop is a little less disorienting now that I'm no longer in first person. Although it's still a little weird how you go from stopped to start. There you go. I think there's a rev up. That feels odd to me. Home is where we are together. Claire Johansson. It's a wood burn. Oh, first person in here because it's so small. With an immersive helm. Isaac and Elizabeth are proud to announce Kathy Christina Johansson. MBT. End of the Age of Wires. We did it. We cured old power. Oh no, it's out now. We didn't think about what would happen then. Moon Bear, his way back home. Base toilet. Elizabeth died in 2049. A mother lost. Elizabeth kept the Johansson family together after her husband Isaac assumed a role in the Lunar Council. After her death, Claire took care of her sister Kathy before she was taken into the moon to live with Isaac. Both Isaac and Kathy have not been seen since the blackout. Priscilla Flowers. 5 lessons to make you a perfect parent. Perfect parent. It actually gets claustrophobic being in first person a little bit. Once you've been in third. Some of it might just be the concept, though, of being in a trailer. Just really cramped areas where all the hallways and whatnot are like human shaped and whatnot. The Sputnik Monument. The facility was abandoned until the Fortuna team made their base of operations after the blackout and began preparations for the humanity's last mission to space. We're using the Sputnik launcher, apparently, or the base for this one. Guess I'm using a ladder. Glad everything's nice and perfected so that we don't fail this mission to save the entire planet. Am I the only person here besides her? And why isn't she out here? Does she have a broken back or something? So she has to help from like an oracle type position? Let's go into this elevator that I definitely trust after what just happened.
To the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch. It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth, but the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPTs back online.
So the power is also off in here. This whole place is like barely holding it together, huh? Somebody broke the vending machine. And there's just one sad chocolate left behind. If power's out, use 3548 for the door. So it doesn't normally automatically open when there is power? And then I need to do that when there isn't power? I'm just curious about the logistics of that door. It has a specific password you use when the power's out on that door.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
She's giving me some of that exposition that I should definitely already know. This has been our home for a few years now. I am expositing this to you because you are protagonist controlled by a human player who has not played game until now. What happened to the MPT? Alright, on my solitary mission to save the world. Let's go. Oh. In memoriam of the Huygens malfunction. During the Huygens malfunction, we had comms with Earth. The blackout is different. How does a whole colony go silent? What happened up there? A nuclear war had exploded. Boom. Mystery solved. Oh, they would probably be able to see that from here. Determined to seek the truth about the 2054 blackout and restore the MPT connection, Maria Gonzalez has raised the Fortuna team from the ashes of the WSA. Since 2055, Maria's team has been secretly working on their mission. Maria's broken ASE unit. One of the few survivors of the 2048 Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Oh no. Maria brought her damaged ASE unit back to Earth with her. She's been trying to repair her ASE in hopes of restoring holographic recordings captured by the device during her time at the Huygens research facility. Ah, so she has records that she wants to have access to. I'm surprised you have to repair the whole thing, though. I'm surprised you can't just retrieve the memory from it. Antidepressants. The implication seems to be that she's taken it hard after what happened. There's a shrine to the people she lost, those antidepressants, and she's trying to get the hologram back of the last records of those people. September 19th, 2054. Dear Sarah, we met years ago on the Pearson space station. I was relieved from service after Huygens cryosleep malfunction. Remember how we talked about my broken ASE? I'm looking for a way to extract its holographic data, and I'm hoping you could help me out. Maria Gonzalez. Yeah, I remember. Holographic data runs through a unique hardware component. I specialize more in software, so you should reach out to my colleague Rolf Robertson here at Pearson. He's an excellent mechanic. Sarah Baker. It is a little bit amusing that even in our own facilities there's like video game walls to keep us going through a specific snaking path of a facility that would otherwise not be linear. You gotta put that debris around to guide the person. I must be able to push this. Gotcha. Oh, it gets real dark in here. Your head does follow your camera up to a point, but the flashlight is attached to your actual head and is not magically projecting on your reticle. So if you stand still, your character won't keep turning their head eventually, because that's not how humans work. Which means the light won't follow that way either. So you got to turn around manually. Not really a criticism, just an observation. I've seen so many games where the light just magically follows your reticle no matter what, when it could not be possibly lighting up that direction, because of where it's like actually physically attached to your character. Usually like it's a pocket light or something. Never encountered a pocket light before, but they're really common in video games. Every horror protagonist just plops it right there in their pocket, on their shirt, and now they've got light just facing wherever they face. That's a high jump. That is a high jump. We're still on Earth, by the way. Granted, it's probably a game that's mostly on the moon, so the jump probably makes some sense, but dude can almost hit the ceiling in this place. And he's jumping on foot on the moon. Beer pong. Jordy is king of beer pong. Jordy drew a little picture of himself saying, I win. These are chairs your butt falls out of. The opening in the back is normal, but they're so big on these ones. Claire's office. Is this going to be play like an audio log or something?
Isolated 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, the transmitter at Pearson Space Station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we had in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it. That's all we have to focus on. Go over your notes. Join us when you're ready.
All right. Causes of the blackout. Secondly, it could be one.
Trying to save the world. Ooh. Are those the instructions that I saw on that other document? The other blueprint thing? Do I get to do those in sequence? Claire's rocket model. Recruited straight out of university, Claire Johansson designed the Taurus 5 rocket for the Fortuna mission. Claire was eager to join the team to uncover the fates of her father and sister on the moon after the 2054 blackout. Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. Dear Miss Johansson, the court rules that Father Isaac Johansson, as next of kin, has been granted full custody over Kathy Christina Johansson after the mother Elizabeth Johansson's untimely death. As her current guardian, you are ordained to ensure that Kathy is brought for safe passage to the moon to be reunited with her father. Oh. Oh. Well, that didn't work out. That didn't work out at all, did it? How long has that note been there, actually? That note has to have been sitting there for, like, years, right? Because the moon hasn't been accessible for years. Nope. Let's see if I can get something going before we run out of time this episode.
Good. You're in the control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
I feel like that's not the directions you would normally give an astronaut. Do it as fast as possible is probably not the best call. It's probably more like, hey, don't mess it up or everyone dies.
Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
Where is everyone? Are you AI voices? Are you not even real? Close both fuel valves. Okay. Find them fuel valves. What did I just do? Oh, that's the launch key. This way? Do I just run out to the rocket? I've got to close both fuel valves, evidently. Will it come up here, or it's going back? No, here it comes. Don't know what we'll do with that, but there it is. There's the fuel valve. Nope. You can't just jump it, even though this person has amazing air. I think I'm playing as Claire, right? Righty-tighty. Yep. Wow. I think this is a good example of why people launch rockets with a team. Come on, show a little more initiative, Claire. I know you can do this. Come on, your hands are right there. Grab stuff. Are you serious? Controls, bindings. Flashlight interact, control ASE. Sprint. Toggle sprint is double tap. Walk slowly, astro tool. You can roll? Okay. Hold to increase height. I think that only works on the moon. I mean, I guess I'm holding it to increase height. How am I supposed to deal with the other valve? This is not a minor issue. This is like important. Can I pick you guys up? This guy's a ladder. Maybe there's one of those ladders downstairs that I can push around. Really, though, we could solve this problem by just having my character care enough to actually, like, grab the ledge that's right in front of her. But no, let's get this giant piece of equipment. It's just, we're in a hurry. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I couldn't move anymore, which is obviously a problem for a number of reasons. You did it. We've done it. Good. Alright, step 1 complete.
Okay, the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Wasn't there like 100 more steps? Turn the launch key? Already? Abrupt countdown all of a sudden. I thought it was gonna be like this giant 10-step sequence. I guess we just turn those 2 valves and then turn the key. Oh boy, it's chugging. Game is chugging. I think it has trouble when it loads new areas. It's a decently pretty game though. Quick, what button do I press to make the elevator sprint? I guess you must not have a visual on me if you think I'm waiting at all.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Okay, so first is these three. Boop, boop, boop. Second
Sequencer started.
is the right of the two things. Where are the two things? Oh god, where are the two things? There's nothing like the training. They moved everything. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die. Ah. Where is... Who is the right one? Oh, I'm gonna die. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Shit.
Orbital axis arm retracting.
3... 1... I'm dead. Shit. Then we all died. Alright.
Navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this.
I can do this.
Launch procedure.
I can do this. Boop, boop, boop. Whip.
Sequencer started.
Oh, no, you have to wait before you click on the thing? Cool.
Orbital axis arm retracting.
101. 1... What? Oh. Oh. 101 11. Cool.
Booting up.
Other one.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm reholding.
I goofed it up.
Try to go easy on the equipment. Vent arm safely in place.
Okay, 5 is these things. What do I do with them? Just turn them all? Okay, sure.
Suppression system engaged.
6. Jam.
Hydrogen burner system activated.
Cool. 7 is the big that guy.
Down.
That one. Okay.
Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, start. 1. We have liftoff.
Well, this is exciting. I wonder if this game's in VR. Doing a first-person mission rocket launch like this would probably be pretty neat. Wait, are those... Is that basalt columns? Wait, turn back. I need to look. I thought there was like 3 more steps left. Oh boy. Cameras have failed. Hope things are working out outside. Ooh. The moon.
The rocket has entered the thermosphere. You're on your way, Fortuna 1.
I feel like we should be speaking a lot more. We should, like, talking back and forth and communication and so on is like kind of important to the whole, like, space travel thing, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we need to be, like, very clearly communicating or we're gonna be in deep shit. Look at that.
The view must have been breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago.
Are you saying it's...
Full of life.
Are you saying it's breathtaking...
We noted
What?
dust.
Are you saying it's not breathtaking now?
MPT network back online. It could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson. Claire, we need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad. Understood. Fortuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the... second stage of the law. Please, deliver out the moon.
Right, there's 2 voices, one of them is Claire. So I'm another person. I think I might be a dude just because of, you know, body shape. But a character I don't know that well. Alright, manual engine cutoff. Stage separation. Boop, boop. Second stage, ignition. Boop. Hey, title screen. This is probably a pretty neat game. But yeah, I think this is probably a decent cutting off spot, a little cliffhanger. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sending me the code for the game, developers. And if you want to check out the full game, you can check out the link in the description. Probably land on the moon next and then try to solve a bunch of crises and whatnot in order to solve everything. Is anyone alive there? What's the mystery? What happened? I bet you find out.